What's up everybody, we're back with another video, and today we're going to be continuing on with talking about the big 180. Now in the last video we went ahead and talked about how I filtered it because obviously I've got some very big fish in there and what it kind of takes to keep their water clean. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at one of our new fish that we got, and it's just I hope you guys are liking these sorts of things. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you are. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at our new fish. If you can see the new fish, it is this guy over here. My fingers, there we go. This is one of the new monster fish in the tank, and as you can tell, it is definitely one of the biggest fish in this tank. It makes the albino gourami and the pacu look tiny in comparison. It even makes the arowana look pretty small, which is actually one of the longest fish in this tank. But it's just not as thickly built as the vieja, which is the new fish we got, Viejas and Spillum. Interesting story, I went and picked it up from a guy not too far from here who lives up in Hartford. And this guy had an amazing tank full of some wicked fish, honestly. He had an 8-foot long tank, which I think was 3 feet wide, so this is 7 foot by 2 foot. And inside was a platinum red-tailed catfish, which, if you remember, is the kind of catfish I had that ate my other arowana, my Giardini. But his fish was yay big. I don't really know how well you can see that. So, his fish was about 3 feet long, which is pretty much 3 tiles. To put this into context, pretty much 3 times longer than the arowana, which is a really long fish. And it was probably as wide as one of my tiles in here, which is absolutely enormous. In fact, let me show you how big this tile is. Here is one single tile. Here is my hand for comparison. That fish was 3 of these wide almost, and pretty much as wide as this entire thing. Not only did he have that, he had an amazing datnoid, which was about 2 feet long, which is again 2 tiles wide. And he had a couple of stingrays. Absolutely amazing aquarium. Unfortunately, I didn't take any pictures of it. I was too busy gushing over it. It was incredible. So, got this fantastic Viejas and Spillum. Its colors are a bit watered down. The gentleman told me that, you know, if you find a female, put them together, the colors will really pop out, and that's kind of what I decided to do. So, here he is. It's quite big. There was a bit of tension between the 3 of them, but that started to calm down a lot. The pacu and the albino gourami aren't fighting as much anymore. He's kind of helped to diffuse the aggression. They're all 3 kind of sort of started to settle in place, so now we know what the ranking of who's in charge and who's who. The big fish, very peaceful for the most part. He leaves all the other small fish alone. He leaves the arowana alone. He leaves this guy alone, who is definitely one of the rarer fish to come out in the light. So you can see that he's got like a bit of a pinkish hue to him. That's supposed to be quite a rich red. And like I said, when you get a female in the tank with him, that color starts to pop out a lot more. And so like I've said, I decided to do that. So I was looking and I was looking and I was looking to find some Viejas and Spillum. Very difficult fish to find in the UK. Very expensive fish to buy if you wanted to buy, for example, 5 of these like I did. Usually they run you about £20 each, so this would be £100 for a fish. I managed to get these for £4 each, so pretty much the price of one fish. The only difference is I got them about half the size that you would usually get them at if you paid £20, but you know, they're going in by themselves. As long as they're kept well, fed properly, they'll be fine. And for the most part, they've been doing really, really well. But it's just really interesting to see that these little fish at the moment have, you know, alright color, I guess. The coloration isn't fantastic, it isn't all that. But it's really good for them to camouflage and kind of hide in under the leaf litter and stuff in the natural environment, hide against the wood and everything. But as they grow, they'll start to color up. In fact, I don't know how well you can pick this up on camera, but some of the fish are starting to show a very, very faint red hue along their face. I'm assuming those are the males, especially the ones that are slightly bigger. Males do get bigger than females, and they get more colorful. And basically what my plan is to kind of see what the males and the females look like. Pretty much keep as all the females if I can, and if there's at least one male in here, I'll keep them too, but if there's more than one, then I'll probably have to sell one of them, just because they get quite big, and there will then be aggression with the other male. But if there are 4 females and only 2 males, then that would be great, because it would be a good ratio for males to females and help the aggression down. And these fish will look absolutely stunning when they're all together, which is what I really wanted for the big tank. I wanted there to be a lot of color. And at the moment, there's just a lot of silver, and that's why I added in the severum. In the last video, I said I added in my severum. I also added in my tinfoil barbs, again, because they got like the red tail, so they helped to add color. And yeah, so these guys are going to color up and hopefully bring some more color to the tank. Here is King Leon. He's doing fantastic. He's as hungry as ever, and he's looking awesome. Again, I've said this in the past, I can't really put him in with any other fish. He is quite aggressive, and I don't want him to attack any other fish, and I don't want any other fish to start attacking him, because that bulbous head of his is quite delicate, and if he gets attacked, obviously he won't be doing so well. Again, in the last video I talked about my filter and how it was doing this weird tidal thing. It's managed to correct itself now, so there are no more issues with that, and the water level stays the way I've put it. Yeah, so I haven't made any like drastic changes at all, and the aquarium's looking a bit nicer. I have moved that plastic tray stuff to the back, at least that way water is passing through it to help just filter the water that bit more. But yeah, this is what my aquarium looks like at the moment. It's looking really nice, it's really clear. Water quality is not an issue, like I mentioned in the last video. It always stays crystal clear. I've not had any issues with it fogging up. Again, that's because of the amount of filtration I'm putting through it. But yeah, I just wanted to like show you my new cool fish. I've actually been, I think ever since I saw it on the King of DIY's channel, I've been fascinated by these fish. They're peaceful, and they're large, and they're colorful, which is a really hard combination to get or to find in large fish or colorful fish. It's hard to find colorful fish that are large. It's hard to find large fish that are peaceful. Cichlids in general, it's really hard to get them to be very peaceful. Even this guy, he has his aggression, and he did, especially on the first few days, show that off. He did give the gourami a good chase and the paku a good chase, but he's left everyone else alone. And hopefully when the females get introduced, once they've grown up a bit, it will take a while, but once they have grown up a bit, then his colors will start to pop out and he will look really, really good. When the lights are off, he does look a lot darker, but then obviously you can't really see anything, so I've left the lights on. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you guys are keeping safe in the first few days of lockdown. Always keep watching. Peace out.